and slow, cosmic strands in a quiet flow. Numbers hum through ethers, weave the verse ignites what souls believe. Stars cast light on wealth's soft call. Truth beats deep within us all.
What's up? Welcome back to the number one altcoin, meme coin, astrology, numerology show in all of crypto. Today is a special live stream. Not only are we live on X, YouTube, Farcaster, but we are live on Zora. As most of you guys know, I do have a Zora creator account. I kept it secret. Some of you guys found it, but the news just broke right now. As always, got an awesome show today. Bill the Bull, what's up? And are you still bullish on the trenches?
Well, first of all, congrats, man, on being on Zora. That's sick. I own a nice little bag, 1% of your supply, bro. Send it to the moon. No, but I'm happy that you're on Zora, that you're streaming. Shout out to the Zora community. This stream that I'm doing, since it's on mobile, and I'm coming through a guest, I can't stream on mine. But yeah, man, how does it feel to be on Zora?
Feels good, man. Finally, I've been monetized on YouTube and they take about 60% of everything. So super chats, views, like they've been robbing. And I got monetized on YouTube back in 2021, which was the year of the tiger. And pigs do very well in tiger years. Just a little hidden numerology if you guys didn't know that. And ever since then, super chats came in, they started taking a bunch. But now with Zora, bro, like someone will trade like $100 and I'll get like $3 or $4 of that, which is huge. So if you think about that,
for
go ahead.
sure.
Sorry.
No, for sure. The trading fees are fantastic on Zora. Fantastic. And like I think that's the way it's gonna be now, instead of like the Web2 YouTube, the conglomerates taking the bulk of the supply. It should be for the creators, man. And that's the world we live in.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So I mean it's cool. And I think with Zora, and I want to know your take on this. We're basically like the early adopters. Everybody that's on there, I consider them an early adopter. If this thing goes viral, there's a good chance that a lot of us are going to be in the forefront of that and positioned really well. So I feel like with Zora, blockchain, and Base, because we got to talk about Base, some big news just hit. I think this is going to be a great opportunity for anybody who gets on that chain. And I'm curious to know your thoughts on Zora, man, and how you've been performing with LNob and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I had a creator DAO on the stream the other day, and Kong and company. Kong comes from the Web2 land, and he manages a lot of big YouTubers, and now he's made a foray into creator DAO. And he asked me a similar question. He's just like, where do you see Zora, and like, why are you backing it so hard? And to me, it's like, or no, they were like, why do you fear that, Zora goes down, you're going to go down with it? And I said, no, I don't fear it, because to me, I want to, like, can Zora fail? Of course, anything can fail. But I'm going to go down with the ship, and I'm going to go down with the #1 consumer grade app on the #1 chain, which is on Base, and that's Zora. So for me, I do feel that in the next 3 to 5 years, all of us are super early adopters. This is like the 2005 YouTube moment, back when no one really thought of YouTube. And then eventually a couple of years, it just went parabolic. People were making 6 figures. Like, I believe those that stay committed for the next 3 years in the bear market, they don't care. By the time the next bull hits, it's going to become like the household thing. And I think for me, especially, I'm top 9 on Zora. I got actually one Batman dad or dog dad or something got like a Did you hear about that 1 million Zora token investment today?
Yeah, I heard about that. It's
It
crazy.
shot up 16x, but I think I'm still in the top 10. But regardless, I'm very excited about Zora. I think that, what I do think though, Chris, is in the next like 12, 18 months, especially if there's a bear market, which we all agree, you'll quickly see who's still around and who's going to be good. Because there's so much people trying to take advantage of the situation that if you can survive the next 12 to 18 months in the bear, I think you are not only an early adopter, you're going to be massively fucking successful.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Great take. Awesome take. And I also the last thing I want to say about Zora, I want to know your opinion about this, but I had this idea where I live near the coastline. I want to get a GoPro, try to live stream on Zora, and then just do a surf session on Zora while
Dude,
while I'm surfing. How crazy would that be, dude?
dude, for sure. If you could do shit like that, that's so dope.
Yeah, yeah. So give you guys an idea. There's so many opportunities. It doesn't necessarily have to be crypto. Because keep in mind, trenching is probably going to go away, and big money is going to come in. So you can't really screw around that much anymore. But there's going to be opportunity to do vlogging, surfing, go on hikes, like stuff like you see on YouTube. It's going to translate to Zora, and because you guys are ahead of the curve, you can actually hit it big. So
Yeah.
good stuff, man. Any last thoughts on Zora before we keep it moving?
No, man. I wish. I think it's worthwhile. People try to speculate on some of these creator ecosystem coins that Zora is investing in. Like I said, I think I read someone put in $100, turns out into 6,000. These people put in crazy, so I think it's like worth a lottery ticket. I think one day Zora will invest in me, but I'm not. I'm kind of higher market cap, so I've seen their progress, and if you can get something sub 100K, you're guaranteed some gains. So kind of just look out for some Zora trenches.
Absolutely, absolutely. I got a couple comments from our boy Goo God. Bill has 1%. I'm out. Just kidding, just kidding. Love it. Goo God also said trenching is already dead. I definitely do agree with you. Trenching is kind of dead. I mean, there's a couple places where you can go that's doing well, but for the most part, I don't see many people cooking the trenches. I see on Solana the same 50 people PvPing each other. That's how sad Solana is. And then last one, unless you're a Nigerian cabal on Mantle. Bill, did you see Goo God's post about the Nigerian cabal on X?
No, man, I missed. I don't understand any of this. Is there like an inside joke I need to be aware of?
Yeah, so basically, like a bunch of Nigerians get together and they'll pump like a $50 market cap token to like $5,000 and get like a 10x, and then they'll sell on top of each other. And Goo God said that's his new place, man. So yeah,
Nice, nice, nice. By the way,
good
how are
stuff.
you so cheap, bro? You're only 22K. I think honestly, not financial advice, but you're dude. Especially if you do surfing stuff, you're not gonna be that low. That's basically free levels.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Actually, I'll pop it up on the chart right now. So
Yeah, maybe I should buy some more. You're way
yeah,
too cheap.
bro. Yes, sir. This is the cheapest you get Chris at. That's all I gotta say. But we're sitting at 22K market cap. We're getting a little bit of a bump up. Yeah, man, this thing's been sitting out for a minute now, and now that a lot of the charts are starting to bottom out, now is a good time to start speculating. And like I said, I let this out in the market. All the true believers are starting to find it, and my goal is to get this sucker up to $1 million market cap. Man, that's the dream. So, yes, sir. Cool. All right. Anything else, Bill, before we move on?
No, I just bought another $60 worth of my boy.
Yes, sir.
Ads,
Appreciate the
ads.
support, man.
Nah, for sure, man. We're riding that shit. We'll give it some time to cook. I'll probably buy. I think maybe 2% sounds good. When you run that to like, bro, why stop at 1 million, bro? Let's go 5, 10. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And just so you guys know, last thing I want to say, the supply I have, I'm not going to sell at all. I'm just going to accumulate it, and we're going to do low liquidity pumps, baby. I'll own 50% of the supply, and we're just going to go up. That's what I'm talking about. So,
The easiest way if you ever want to just like really capture the interest, just so you know, if you bought some of your own supply, because you're on Zora, you get 50% of the supply. But what the bullish thing is I've noticed when the dev or when the creator buys some of his supply off the market, and it shows like you're the top holder, it gives people a little bit more, I guess, inclination that you're in it for the long run. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, dang. Bill give me out the secrets, man. The LNOM cabal's cooking, bro. So
For sure, bro. I mean, when people see mine and I own, in addition to the 50% that I own like an additional, like on that, on top holder, my top wallet's like, I don't know, 7.3%. So then people see that, then they know, okay, not only does he have the 50% basically gonna not sell, he has an additional 7.3. So people, that's the one tip I've learned. Just make sure you kind of like own some of your supply. It gives more belief for people who don't really know you to want to get in.
absolutely. No, great take. And the other thing I also want to pop up here, I actually loaded up on some LNOB after checking out this dip. There is a trend line coming across. We got 1, 2, 3 touchdown right here. Great, came back up. And we have the potential formation of a cup and handle. Depends on where we close out today and tomorrow. If we can get up to about 0.00104, there's a good chance this thing will bottom out and start going. So I'm giving you guys the warning. A lot of you guys missed out on the first pump. This is your second chance.
And
Sub
basically,
1 mil.
and basically, I've deleted the sell button from my vocabulary, so it's like you don't have to worry about dev selling. I literally don't sell shit. I don't need to. The fees are so fucking good. So the traders, like I know all the top traders, and they trade my coin like crazy, and I love it because they support it. They're also not Jeets, so like they buy, they sell, but like they're not I have my top holder is a fund, the Zarka fund. It owns 7.5% of supply. And that to me is a huge honor because they own all the top coins, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so I'm like their fifth highest position. So I talked to them on their DMs. So like I really do think this is prime growth. And I think once Zora pops a little, then the whole ecosystem grows. So as far as, chart wise, I'm very bullish on myself. Because again, I know as long as that top wallet and it's a fund doesn't sell on me, they would destroy their reputation if they did. Like, we're gonna fucking fly this, dude. Just straight up.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And I think the Zora flywheel is going to start kicking in. So anything tied to Zora is going to go crazy because this actually might be the utility market that everybody keeps talking about. And I think plays like Zora, Aster, those are going to do phenomenally well. So yeah, man, great take. And like I said, guys, you have been warmed. You got the verse at 22K market cap. You got Buildable, my boy, late night at base at 800K market cap. These are the best speculations in the trenches right now. This isn't like a pump and dump type of deal, and this isn't like pump fund, which destroyed crypto in my opinion. So good stuff, Bill. Any other takes before we keep it moving?
No, let's go. What's on the next agenda, bruh?
Yes, sir. All right, we're on the street, bro. JP Morgan has institutional transfers on top of base. Since you're Mr. Late Night on Base and this is your bread and butter, I need to get your take. What's your thoughts about JP Morgan coming on base, and what does this mean for the chain?
Well, two things. Number one, there was a JP Morgan meme coin launched in April by Poe. He's like a influencer on ETH. They say it's not him, but it was him. And basically rugged. And then, he's just chilling on the fees. I forgot all about it. And then the news came up the other day, and it went from like 50K market cap to like 3 million. It's like, fuck, man. Why didn't I just fucking capture a bag? That's why you never, you always leave a moon bag. But yeah, man, to me, this is super bullish news, right? Because again, institutions are not coming on Thor chain. They're not coming on Pulse chain. They're not coming on Solana. Well, not really on Solana, unless if you pay them. They're coming on Base, bro. Base is the institutional play. Base is the one that allows the real money to want to come in because they're a Fortune 500 company. They're the ones, leading the way in Congress. They're the most legitimate. So Base is going to open up the floodgates for the institutions. It's a very unique situation where Base is going to be, it's going to attract all the best institutional grade capital, all the best developers. The one thing that they're missing is the trenches, the degens who make it run. But that's a good problem to have, right? Because eventually they will come. So it's super bullish. It just shows that we're getting towards mainstream adoption. and all this is leading up to, you know, when the base airdrop or the base token launches. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is going to explode everything on the chain, in my opinion. I can't
Love
wait.
it. Love it. Love it. Oh, actually, speaking of the base token launching, and we'll go to the comments because we got a couple people in the chat. What do you think about? So Base says that they're not going to do it this year,
No.
but they might do it next year in the year of the horse. What's your thoughts about Base launching a token in the year of the horse from a numerology and astrology perspective?
Well, there's no guarantee that they have to do a year of the horse. They have February up until February like 13 or whatever it is, and it's still the year of of this year. So the year of the snake. So I don't see it doing it on. I do feel like the end. I think they're gonna time it the market cycle top. I think when they launch, that's it. I think that's the exit liquidity everyone wants. I'm gonna be out because, and especially if it's like end of January, early February, I think that would be the perfect time. I really do. If they launch it like another time during like, I'd be very surprised because I think the market sentiment's dead. I don't think this cycle is different. I think there's one last pump and then done. I just do not see it. So yeah, man, I wouldn't be surprised. End of January, boom, base token is launched, and we fucking just go crazy for a few
Yeah.
weeks, and then get the fuck out.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I definitely do agree. And what is Base was founded in a cat year, and if it launches in a snake year, cat and snakes are actually secret friends as well. So that would line up perfectly. And
You there, Chris? Chat, can you hear him? Or am I rugging? Can you
am
guys
I
hear
here?
me?
Can you
I
see
can
me?
hear you. I can hear you now. I wasn't sure if it was me or you.
No, it was me. It was me. I glitched out of the matrix. We good now?
We good. You're talking too much alpha with cat and pigs.
Yeah, yeah. So
Cat and
in my
snakes.
opinion, if we start to see this and we have base chain with cat energy, it's just going to be here for a long time. That was the main point I was trying to get across from numerology and astrology. So any thoughts on that?
Wait, what'd you say? That if it's launching in the snake year as a cat, it's gonna be here for a long time?
Yeah, because cat and snakes are secret friends in Chinese astrology. It's like a little hidden part of it that I've been researching a lot this year. So, in my opinion, the energy matches up between the snake and the cat. And so, if you have that token launching on base chain, which was found under cat energy, in my opinion, it's going to do really, really well. Can you hear me? We good? Bill, you there? Oh, dang. I think Bill glitched out of the matrix. We there, bro? Check, check, 1, 2. All right. Well, Bill's having some technical difficulties. No big deal. Can you guys
I'm
give
back.
us?
I'm back. Daddy, I'm back.
Dude, the Matrix does not want this live stream to hit, bro. It's crazy.
What's the I don't know off the top of my head. What's the cat and horse like, the relationship?
The cat and the horse, they're just like middle, so they're not friends, but they're not enemies. So
Yeah.
so I think what it really comes down to is the relationship when it comes to crypto. Like anything under horse energy gets absolutely annihilated. Like remember 2014 was Mount Gox, and that was in the year of the horse, and that's what it almost destroyed Bitcoin. Were you there in 2014 or were you just after?
I bought my first Bitcoin in the end of 2013. I bought like 2. But that was the peak. That was literally like when it was shilled in CNBC. And it was like trading around like $1,100. And then Mount Gox, I wasn't paying attention at all. Mount Gox happened and it dropped it down to like $200. I was just like, I don't know what this is. And then I didn't really get back into it till 2017.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, so that's like the big thing. So my theory, damn, let's just go to numerology astrology, man. I love talking to this stuff with you, man. So my theory is any project that launches next year in the year of the horse is going to be like either like a honeypot, a trap, or something you want to avoid, and it's like the Matrix trying to pull you in. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
What do you think about that?
Absolutely. I just don't think any launches in the year of the horse you should touch it all. And that's why for me it's like I need to launch my house protocol, which for those that don't know is under my late night on base ecosystem, or my late night on base ecosystem. I'm making sure that it launches. Well, it will launch before next month, but can't do in the year of the horse. I'm a rat too. Forget about just a horse. Like, oh my god, it'd be terrible. But I think anything in the horse year is just bad. That's why I think the market's gonna be a disaster. I think we're gonna see the low though at some point in 2026, when it's like, how crazy would it be if it dropped to like everyone's thinking, okay, the lowest it can go is like 72K. What if it drops to like 35K, 30K? People are gonna be like, holy fuck. So I'm ready though, man. But yeah, be prepared if you have a new launch. I think everyone should stay away from new launches in the bear market for sure. I just don't see why wait till 2027, not 2026.
Yeah. Oh, actually, here's something crazy about 2027. I'll put you guys up on game on this, and then we'll talk about how rats can navigate their enemy year, because I got a lot of information. I think this would be great because, Bill, what I noticed is when we do birthdays, actually, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you guys want a reading, drop your birthday down in the chat below since we're getting into this stuff.
Actually, what you should do, Chris, is you should do another auction on house. This time I'll bid too. We'll do it proper, because the first time you did it, there wasn't a description box. We'll do a free one here, but let everyone know if you want a reading, Chris is gonna put up an auction on houseproto.fun, and he'll do a legitimate reading for you. You just got to bid on the auction.
Okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, let's do that. No, that's a smarter idea. I like that.
Yeah, make money.
Make money. All right. Yeah, we'll do an auction. Yeah, we'll just do that. So we'll talk about how rats can navigate this year, because what I noticed when we did birthdays, Bill, the big birthdays that we had in this live stream were rats, dragons, monkeys, pigs, and then goats, right? And that's because I'm a pig, he's a rat, and we attract that type of energy. He's a 33, I'm a 28. So the numerology works out that way. So what I noticed is a lot of people viewing this live stream, you're probably born in the year of the rat, and that's going to be the time to lay low. And what bites about this altcoin season is it's going to fall in right on the cutoff date, and a lot of people are going to get hit. And I think that was by design, because rats do well in crypto. So if you push it up to their enemy year, and then the enemy year comes in and screws them all over, that's how the Matrix gets you. Well, what's your thoughts on that theory?
So you're saying as a rat, rats do well in crypto, and then they're basically, when the year of the horse comes, not only they're gonna fuck with the rats, but also fuck with those that make money in crypto. Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying that they're gonna push like the success in the horse year? Because I mean, yeah, it makes sense that they're gonna hit the rats harder, especially if rats are good at crypto. So that means they have to just destroy crypto in 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's my theory as to why altcoin season getting pushed out, because if it's under the horse energy, then that's when you're going to see a lot of people get screwed over, and the majority of people trading crypto, in my opinion, are mostly rats. And then you got a couple outliers here and there. So
you think the alt run will happen in the horse month?
I think we'll start to see explosions right before, and by the time people realize it's over, it's going to be in the horse year, and that's the time to get out.
I totally agree. That's why, to me, it makes a lot of sense. January, early February, pump the living shit of the market, the base airdrop. Everyone's thinking, wow, we're going to have a whole year of this. The 4-year cycle is done. 2026 is our year. And then boom, blood moon hits March. Maybe it's still tail end, still pumping. People are like, oh, no one cares. It's the horse year. And then boom, a couple weeks after, it fucking dies. So maybe it pumps a little bit tail end in the year of the horse, but then eventually it just dies. I could see that. It's like a fake out.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think your analysis is 100% correct. You definitely want to be out by at least like the beginning of February. That is like last call. get the hell out. Do not fall for any of this stuff. And what I see happening is 2026 towards the end there, it's going to be like a wasteland. And then we go into 2027, which is a GOAT year. So keep in mind, Ethereum was founded in a GOAT year. So the best way to position is when you see crypto get hit hard, look for Ethereum, because I guarantee you 2027, it's going to catch everybody by surprise, and that's where you want to be. What's your thoughts on that?
Ooh, I didn't know that was a GOAT year. Yeah, if it's a GOAT year, found in a GOAT year. Yeah, because 1990 or 2015 is when Ethereum was founded. 12 years after is 2027. That makes 100% sense. I think Ethereum's obviously all these institutions are using Ethereum. So without a doubt, Ethereum seems like the play. And I'll be ready.
Yeah, man. And here's the other part. We can take this even further. The stock market, right? It's founded in the year of the ox, right? So what that means is while Ethereum's doing really well, I also predict that in 2027 the stock market's going to get annihilated. so you guys can kind of see how this goes, man. It's crazy when I looked at it, and that's part of the reason why rats are so great at trading. They do well in crypto, and then rat and ox are soulmates, so they also do well in stocks. You know what I'm saying?
100p, bro. 100p.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we got a couple comments. Utah Crypto, what's up, brother? How we doing today? Good God, XRP sits in the blank chair for base. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get banned off of YouTube. I definitely do agree. Matrix hack, good stuff. Abdullah, good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Yeah, we'll do. I think I've done a reading for you in the past, Abdullah. Now that I think about it, I mean, you're coming up. Wait, you got to lay low. Not next year, but in 2027, you're in an ox year, so you definitely want to lay low because 1997 is a that's an ox year. So you got some stuff going on, but next year will probably be a good year for you to ball out because I believe ox and horses are friends. Yeah, ox and horses are friends. But if you want a full reading, a full detail reading, go to the house auction. That was just a taste. You guys believe we are in a bear market right now. Bill, are we in a bear market? What's your thoughts?
No, I don't believe so. I believe there's going to be one last pump. I do believe that whether it's a relief rally, dead cat bounce, or it takes its ultimate, I don't know about that, but I believe until we see that one last pump, we're not in a bear market. I think I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. And I think the bottom is close. If it hasn't happened already, it's close. I'm targeting a worst case scenario, ETH at 2,700.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to look at the charts. Yeah, absolutely agree. And my thoughts are, I agree with Bill. I think this is a way to fake everybody out, and I can show you guys on the chart what's happening. But I do believe we will get a Christmas rally, and I don't think many people are prepared for that. And so we'll talk about that in a minute. And we also got a comment, Free Palestine. Agree 100%. Good stuff. So, all right, cool. Yeah, man, let's bring up some charts. You down to do some charts?
Facts, bro. Facts.
All right. So we're going to do some charts. We're going to talk about what's going on with BTC. And then I'm going to talk about the coins that I'm looking at right now since everybody thinks it's over, which is the best time to buy. Okay, so what's going on with ETH as we speak? Now I'm gonna come here on the weekly, turn off some of the moon phases, definitely chart this thing out to a degree. So I've been identifying a bunch of supports. And one thing that I notice is we're testing a previous level sitting at about 94K. Came back down, testing this level right here. We broke down on the swing low back on June 16th, 2025. When you see a breakdown that swing low, we have to come back down lower. And now we're hitting this line right here. Now, here's the thing I want to say about this weekly close because it's extremely important. If we close above 94,000, there's a good chance we might see a reversal going in next week. If we close below 94,000, we might have to come down and touch 88,000 because that is the next support level that can be identified in the chart. that's what I'm seeing right now. So as for trading or stuff that you can get into, we're in no man's land. This thing could go a lot lower. And when you're trying to buy altcoins or you're trying to leverage trade, you're going to get wrecked. So I would just chill out, wait for confirmations on the bottom. And yeah, so that's what I'm seeing on the weekly. We have a big weekly close coming in. On the daily's following the weekly right here. We're definitely breaking down past that 94K level. The real question is, how does the weekly close perform? So, Bill, any thoughts on the Bitcoin price chart or anything that you're seeing? Have you plotted out at all?
Yeah, I haven't really followed the Bitcoin chart at all. I just know it looks ugly, and your supports do make sense. 92.88. Like I said, my number I've just charted is Ethereum, and that's, to me, 2,700 just seems like a retest, perfect support. So everything to me is just based on that. Um, I'm chilling, man. You're right. You don't have to be in every trade. I have a few long-term positions. You can add to that. Right now, the only big heavy position I have besides LNOB is Clanker. I do own Clanker. And I'll hold that till, like, that one I have a long-term perspective, and I don't have like, if it takes a while, it takes a while. But that one I'll be looking to buy dips. But other than that, man, just you're in no man's land. So don't force it until you get confirmation.
Agree 100%. So yeah, man, that's our thoughts on the market. And next week we'll look at the weekly close and see where it bombs out. So speaking of Clanker, let's go through some altcoins. So big one, Clanker. We got fees being bought up. Checking out the chart, seeing what's rock and rolling, sitting at a $63 million market cap. We are holding this support level. Bill was talking about this in the last live stream. We are breaking down a little bit. Keep in mind, they're using fees to buy back the token. So when you do a TA on this, you got to take in consideration that there is buy volume being generated. So in my opinion, we are in this box of opportunity that I plotted out. This is the best time to jump in and grab Clanker. Anything below 66, great play. I don't see it going below 42. If it hits 42, bro, oh my God, I'm going to be spraying money everywhere. I'm going to go into poverty. You know what? I'm selling everything. I'm going to go live in my car. I'm going to buy Clanker. That's what we're looking at right now.
I love it. Well, I do think, listen, I think what people don't realize is Clanker is now a part of the Farcaster ecosystem, and Farcaster is massive. Like, it would be one, I wouldn't be this confident if Clanker was just Jack running it. I love Jack, but like, if it was just a random team running it, nah. But I've spoken to Jack, and he's so thrilled that, like, now you have a company with the resources that Farcaster is. Like, Farcaster is not just a random company. Like, the founder, Dan, is like a Coinbase, former Coinbase head. He's probably worth hundreds of millions. It's a legitimate project that has many, many millions backed. So, like, they made a purpose play to acquire Clanker, and like, the proof has been. And again, Chris, we need to get you on the Cabal chat. I still haven't. I don't know. I added you, so try to type in or try to look at your chat folders. But they've noticed an increase in not only profitability but users using the network now. It's taken a while, and they realize trading in trenches is what they need to go on. And the UI experience of Farcaster and trading, especially, is just phenomenal. The wallet's the best wallet. It's really good. You have people, it has all sorts of metrics, profit and losses. So to me, a bet on Clanker is a bet on Farcaster. Farcaster will have an airdrop at some point. I know they will. I will not bet against Farcaster. So I love Clanker, and the supply is so low that it won't take much to move up.
Definitely, absolutely, and my apologies about the Cabal chat. I think I need to sign up and get a pro account. I think that's what's happening, because I was looking for it earlier, and I think it's on my end. So I'll link up with you later about that. But my big thing about Clanker is, you're right, Farcaster is big, but also with them going and buying back the token, I want to bring up the BNB chart. And this is something I think a lot of these guys miss, is when we go back and we look at BNB, Binance owns 85% of the token. I believe that there's going to be a future where Clanker is going to have more than 50% token ownership. Why is that so bullish? Let me zoom out on the monthly chart. The reason why that's so bullish is because BNB did so well in the bear market because they controlled 85% of their token supply. Clanker is going to have that same future. So with there 1 million tokens of Clanker tokens out there, I do see there being a future 5, 6, 8, 10 years down the road where one Clanker token could be worth anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000. And this is like long term down the road. That's what I think about with Clanker, and that's what they're trying to do is replicate BNB. Bill, any thoughts on that?
Ooh, that gets me excited, bro. Gets me excited.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact is, Clanker allows people to do some cool shit in terms of deployment. Like they're getting to a point where they're just shipping out way great features. It's not just like, oh, here's a tweet. The way you can fee split, the way you can like devise taxes, the way they're even allowing pre-sales. I have a call again with Jack on Monday. I want to explore the opportunity, the ability of like pre-sales. Who knows how it is going to be, but yeah, forecasters buying the shit out of it. It produces so much revenue a day. Sky's the limit, man. With 1 million circulating supply, sky's the limit. 1,000 easy.
love it. Love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, guys, Clanker, big play on top of base, man. So cool. All right. Now I got 2 altcoins I want to talk about and I want to get your take on. And then I got some pulse chain drama for you, Bill, because it ain't a live stream without pulse chain drama. So, so I think you're gonna really like this story that we'll do at the end. So good stuff.
Right.
So one thing that I noticed, Bill, I want to get your take on. There's 2 coins that are doing really, really well right now, and then everything else is getting butchered except for Clanker. Clanker's holding up very nicely. The first one is Zcash. Zcash has been performing phenomenally. There's a lot of eyes on privacy. We had a little bit of a correction. I'm praying to God. I'm not sure if this is a dead cat bounce. I would wait for a confirmed bottom. This could be a dead cat bounce, which means we might need to come back down here and test out that that swing low right here. So I wouldn't necessarily ape right here. But long story short, Zcash, privacy, zero knowledge proofs, doing really, really well. That's the big thing right now everybody's focused on. The second altcoin that people are focused on is Aster. Aster is basically a privacy exchange funded by CZ. And this actually might be a potential BNB replacement. Part of the reason why his VC fund came in and bought in on it. 2 really great projects get into the privacy field. Now, Bill, based off of what we see on the trenches, the altcoins, whatnot, do you think we're running into like a privacy utility meta and meme coins are cooked? Or do you think there's still some hope for some meme coins going later on in the next couple months? Hey, you muted.
Yeah, I think absolutely memes are gonna have its time of the day. Right now, privacy is good, but it's just the hot narrative of the week. Nothing's changed. Every cycle, a new sector appears. Privacy is it right now, and everything else is taking a back burner. But at some point, after the run is up, like if Zcash, if this is a dead cat bounce and it drops, then you're gonna see the narrative switch to something else. Just how it is. And memes haven't had a chance to run. To me, it's the most normie friendly type object. I don't think all memes will run. Of course not. There's not that much liquidity. But I do think the top ones do run because that's what normies are going to understand. So, if you're interested in memes, the time to bid is now when
I
it's
agree.
quiet. Yeah.
I agree. Is there any memes that caught your eye, or are you just focused on Clanker and late night on base?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I'm not really focused on any memes at the moment. I think, yeah, for me, I have my hands full. I think the Clanker ecosystem for Arcraster is good. Obviously, creator coins. I think there's a lot of value in those because they're pretty new cycle 1 type coins. And it's less saturated, right? I mean, if you pick and choose the right people, it's less saturated. Meme wise, if you're on base, you have to be bullish on Toshi. It is the one that runs that meme market. If Toshi's down, all your other memes are down. If Toshi's up, it's a good chance everything will be up. But I think at these levels, you probably need to get Toshi. I have a lot of respect for all the other memes in base, but if Toshi doesn't do anything, that one's not going to do anything. That's just how I look at it. What about you?
I love Toshi. I love the community. I think if there's one community that deserves to win, it's going to be the Toshi community. I don't like Bright community whatsoever. I don't like Crash and his crew. They completely made base toxic with that stuff. So I love seeing the Toshi guys win. The other place that I would probably be looking for memes, SPX 6900. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like to buy $1 billion meme coins, but that one's looking really good right now. And to see Murad like shill it hardcore and to see it coming on a dip going sub 500 mil, I would probably put that in the blue chip portfolio. So that's one thing I'm looking at. And then man, what other memes am I looking at? Yi on Ethereum. I love Yi. I love the community. I know the CTO team lead. I think Yi is going to be phenomenal. So yeah, man. Goo got a couple comments. Aster's buying millions a day. Privacy L1 game changer. I'm max bidding first coin on that chain. Yep, Goo God is in Aster Maxi now, so that is his chain. Toshi, definitely a good buy right now. I was looking at the chart earlier. Definitely agree. Oh, shout out to the Mo, baby.
The Mo, baby. The Mo.
Dude, I have never met the biggest banker bot maxi ever. Like
Yeah,
the Mo, like the Mo will like when he can go into the virtual world, he will marry the banker bot. Whatever that thing is in the metaverse, that's where Mo's gonna have a wedding. You know what I'm saying? So
I love it, man. Now, shout out to you, Mo. He's super active in the late night base cabal. He's like one of the most active people in there. So we just chat, we DJ. I love it, dude. I love it. He actually has a meme coin that just came out too. Did you know that?
yeah, he messaged me about it. What do you know what it was called?
I don't, but I could check on Farcaster. But dude, I just love seeing the passion, man. He has. Oh, it's called Moonshot.
Moonshot, that's what it was. Yeah, that was Moonshot. Well, let me just pull it out real quick and just see what's up. So this is actually a Mo token on Farcaster. I mean, the chart looks phenomenal, man, especially on the weekly. On the daily, it's been a slow cook, 50K. Like I said, I don't like to go too crazy with TA on sub 100K, well, sub 1 mil market cap tokens. But yeah, man, this thing looks pretty good. And the Mo's been crushing it on Farcaster. I've seen the Mo out there on Farcaster. Also, shout out to Guga because Guga's been active on Farcaster. So that's the place to be, guys. Farcaster is the place to go, and a lot of our good friends are on there.
Bro, Goo, if you're on Farcaster, let's add you to the Cabal chat, bro. Fuck Telegram. Cabal chat on Farcaster. LFG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Check this out. I have banker tattoos. I love it.
I believe it.
And then last comment from the Mo. El Knob is what takes us to Valhalla. Couldn't agree more, my man. So now that Verse has token, win listings. Verse. Dang, dude. Chris is just asking the big questions, man. You know what? Chris, here's what I'll say. I'm going to zoom in on this. BlackRock, I know you watch my live streams. If you want the Verse token, I want $100 million because I'm going to take that $100 million. I'm going to pump it right back into the chart. So if you want a listing, I will sell it to BlackRock for $100 million. Nothing less. That is my take.
Let's go.
Cool. All right.
Hey, shout out to Chris from Railroad Mexican. He's been a big supporter as well. I haven't seen you lately, bro. Hopefully everything's good. I know you've probably been busy and stuff. He actually filled out my CoinGecko application. And it was dope. I got listed on CoinGecko. Not that it matters anymore because it's like 2025, but it's so funny though. I really wish, Chris, you didn't give me Chris Hexagon, since you're Chris. I'll call him Chris Hexagon. I really wish you wouldn't have put my Telegram on there, bro, because I have gotten so many people basically just flooding my DMs. I'd like to offer my services, sir. When marketing, sir, you should really consider using XYZ influencers, sir. It's like, oh my god, but it's funny. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to him, my man. Good stuff. All right, well, here we go. All right, let's do our last thing. I got to tell Bill about Pulse Chain drama. You know, there's a lot of there's a lot of stories on Pulse Chain, and it just keeps the chain entertaining. So instead of going on there and going Pulse Chain Crypto Twitter, you can come here and I'll tell you what's going on. So we might as well be the Pulse Chain TMZ. So let me scroll down and pull this up. I'm hoping they didn't delete the Twitter poll. Yeah, here we go. So this is the most interesting part about Pulse Chain. You know Peacock, right? I love Peacock. I love the team behind it. They shill hard. There's a community behind it. It is like the meme coin that I can really just stay focused on and not to go trenching because so many coins collapse on Pulse Chain. Now, Liberty Swap was putting out some tweets, and I'm not sure if they were trolling or whatnot, but they asked the community if they think it's a good idea to sell Peacock tokens to get into Richard Hart's new sacrifice called the ProveX token. And when they put this out, Pulse Chain went on fire, bro. Like when I say went on fire, everybody went at them. They're like, why would you sell the tokens? Because keep in mind, Liberty Swap is very similar to Farcaster. They have a platform. They have fee generation. All they do is they take the fees, buy back the token, hold the token, price goes up. It's a very simple concept. But they brought out this suggestion like, hey, if we get into this new sacrifice, we get a bunch of tokens, then we rotate the tokens into the Peacock token, and then Peacock goes to $10 a token, blah, 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 blah. Now, on top of that, they put that out there, and then they put a pool. This was the pool before they botted it, and someone came in and bought it and said, sell $1 million of Peacock tokens, and this went up to about 72%. So right when that happened, Bill, everybody started going after Peacock. Everybody started going at their necks, and it just turned into a massive shit show. So I'm curious to know your thoughts on the situation. Welcome to Pulse Chain TMZ.
Well, did they end up selling it?
No, I don't think they're going to do it, but I just
that
think
would be, how much would 1% be, like 300K?
I think so. Yeah, 300K.
That's insane. Well, they shouldn't. That's crazy, dude. Pulse Chain is so fucking toxic. It's just like the Matrix put Pulse Chain into this world to like take anger out of people's souls, like feed off the energy of the of your soul. I fucking hate it. I don't know what's going on. I think you said the other day, Richard, to sacrifice won't allow his core coins to be used. Is that correct?
Correct.
And so now a lot of people are upset on that. Like, let me ask you this, Chris. Why the fuck does anyone want to sacrifice if you're not going to get your coins for 4 years? Like, or what is the reasoning behind it? Opportunity? Come back in fucking 4 years.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree. The main reasoning behind it is for a political statement, blah, 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 blah. That's what Richard's pitching to people. But I do agree, man. I mean, the last Pulse Chain sacrifice did awful, and you're better off just waiting 2 years after and buying the bottom. So yeah, no point. I just think with this Pulse Chain sacrifices, we've been through this not only with Richard, but with like 20 other projects, and they all went to zero. They all sucked. And so now we got a new one coming in. Maybe he's trying to get more ETH to pump the chart or whatnot. But I think I'm gonna be on the sideline for this. And I got love for Pulse Chain because I did really well in the chain back in 2023. But right now, it's a shit show. And after interacting with Bill and talking on live stream, I've been doing well on base. Bill's got his crew. I've been supporting him. And we've been DJing. We've been winning. Clanker was a great trade. Elnob was a great trade. So long story short, Pulse Chain will run at some point, but it's going to have to be when a lot of people get cleared out. and we get to this point where the community is united and will go. If there's too much infighting, then this might be a story where Pulse Chain could have been something great, but turned out to be have not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think sacrificing in general, for the most part, especially non-Richard Heart ones, let's call it what it is. It's a cash grab for the devs. Like, you can't expect them. They basically get all the money up front, and then you just hope they create some product. That's a lot of trust for no reason. And I think in this case with Richard, my thought would be, okay, if he's not including the cores, maybe he wants to do the sacrifice soon, and he knows it's like, okay, 4 years from now he can finally push out a product, but he'll have more money to pump the chain along with the sacrifice funds from the first time. So you basically have two sacrifice funds to pump the chain, and then he can pump it, and then hopefully it pumps enough where then he can recoup the money, and then 4 years from now, he can make sure the other one does well or something. I don't know, but yeah, dude, I'm like, it is not 2023 vibes on Pulse Chain anymore. And you know what? I hope everyone does well, but like, I just can't stand what it's become.
Yeah. So we'll just we'll just have to see how it plays out. But yeah, man, that is your Pulse Chain drama for the day, man. So good stuff. Cool. We got a couple more comments and then we'll wrap this thing up. Willie Bong 33, AKEC will melt faces. Check it out, boys. Exit Pulse Chain immediately. It's funny. Willie was the biggest Pulse Chain guy. He's been watching me for 3 years, dude. So
Gotta be fluid. Gotta leave when you can.
Yeah. AI Keck. It's interesting because they're building basically these AI agents that could code on chain, which is awesome. But right now the chart looks kind of rough. So yeah, I do think when that narrative comes out, it's going to do well. But I definitely want to see some strength in the chart. So Willie Bong, I do believe you have it's a great project. It's just the chart looks rough. So just being honest. Chris Exkin, I don't understand Pulse Chain or why they're fighting. The whole blockchain seems like it's outdated. When I look, the Pulse swap is a Uniswap V2 fork. Yeah, man, that's what we've been preaching, man. It's like the 1970s. Like, have you ever been down to like downtown Los Angeles where it's really nice, and then you go to like a small town built in the 70s and never changed? That's Pulse Chain. It's the town in the 1970s that hasn't changed much. The Mo, Bill is my spirit animal. Yes, sir. Bill's everybody's spirit animal.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Good stuff. All right, man. Well, hey, I think it was a great live stream. We talked about numerology, astrology. We talked about drama. We talked about altcoins. You guys got your daily dose. And we live stream on Zora. So I just want to thank you, Bill, for being part of my first live stream on Zora, man.
Let's
big
go,
money
baby.
momentum, man.
Fuck yeah, bro. I'm happy for you. We'll do more of those. Yeah, man. And right now, don't get, everyone doesn't really get any views on Zora, but just think about, you're planting your flag in the Zora ecosystem. Where are we going to be 12, 18 months from now? And I think it has to start from today for you.
Yes, sir. And the other thing I also want to announce, I've been live streaming here and there. Definitely been doing live streaming Bill and then a couple times throughout the week. But now that I'm on Zora, I've been waiting for this for about 3 weeks now. I'm going to be doing regular live streams. So I'm going to try to shoot for 4 to 5 times a week now. So you guys come on, check it out. I definitely want to get this momentum going. And once the bull market goes crazy, the Verse token, man, we're going millions, baby.
Let's go, baby.
And we're going to sell it to BlackRock for $100 million. That's what we're going to do. That is the goal, baby. So
fuck yeah.
Good stuff, guys.
I'm actually going to buy another percent of your supply, just let you know, FYI. I got to roll with at least 2, bro. Come on now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, hey, man, I'm telling you, before we wrap up, the creator tokens, those might be your new meme coins. I'm telling you right now, because if you got somebody live streaming on Zora every single day or every couple of days, you can hold the attention. And that's why I think Bill is going to go to multi-billions. And that's why the Verse is going to go to multi-millions. So it's good stuff, man. Good. Bill, any last thoughts before we wrap this live stream up?
No, man. Appreciate you. I look forward to, honestly, I wouldn't be doing a stream with anyone else on a Friday. I would not be even streaming on Friday. But with you, I always love it because it's a dope show. And yeah, man, I love our shows together. No Diddy.
Yes, sir. And guys, please do me a favor. Follow my boy at Late Night on Base. Check out the Late Night on Base token. And also, if you like meme coins, you're slightly autistic, follow me at the Verse 369. And don't forget to check out the Verse token now live on Zora. You heard it here first. See you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Cosmic tides in chaos rise. Numerology where blood moon lies. The verse steps out, a dragon's might. Zodiac hums, we fit with pure light.
Crystal storm in a teacup.